So CA is now out on the line, a little early for their roll.
And they're set to face STC, who has not shown up yet. So CIA in lane 3. And here comes STC. 30
seconds. We're about 30 seconds from the start. Hopefully we'll be able to bring you the countdown. So we're waiting now for STC and CIA a couple seconds from the start in this fourth of our 5 exhibition heats, and there's the gun, so they're off uphill 1.
STC takes the early lead. About 10 feet now.
And STC making the hill 1-2 transition.
Gonna go down to the free roll. Oh,
STC's pusher fell.
Takes a tumble.
So STC's about 30 yards in front of CA right now, making the turn, the first turn, keeping a pretty tight line for an exhibition.
Sure, so STC's buggies are all named after emotions. They've got rage and envy and addiction, and I don't recognize their colors
Psychosis.
well enough. Psychosis, so I don't recognize their colors well enough, so I can't tell you what buggy this is, although perhaps some of our spectators are able to shout it out for us, what buggy STC is rolling right now.
It seems to be the same buggy as before, the red buggy. So.
And STC's buggies are all very bright, bold colors.
STC just goes through the chute. Ooh, CIA just spun out a bit at the chute, but seems to have picked it up.
And CA's push bar now coming back up again.
That's quite an invention by CIA, just having this collapsible push bar.
They're actually not too far behind STC either, so as we come up into hill 4.
And actually, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I actually don't think CIA invented that collapsible push bar, although they're the only ones who do use it now. I think it was invented, I can't remember by who, but it was invented in the 70s, if I'm not mistaken.
So STC's coming up almost at the 4.5. Oh, just made the transition about the 2:05 mark.
If I can see right, I believe their Hill 5 pusher's named Brian Ranger.
An old alum?
Not an old alum, a current mechanic. I'm pretty sure SDC's team was mostly mechanics for this exhibition heat, which is a nice chance to let the mechanics who have worked on it a lot.
And they'll cross the finish line at 2:27 about.
Yeah, so we're seeing some really surprising times for exhibition heats, which teams usually don't put a lot of focus
and
in.
CIA just came in.
240. The pusher was separated by the buggy by
That's about a disqualification.
About 25 feet. So if maybe we can get a replay of that on, it's quite the sight to see a buggy crossing that far ahead of its pusher in like one of the final seats. That would be grounds for disqualification.
That's disqualification because
Right.
you have to hold the push bar.
Right. You have to have at least one finger on the push bar at all times when you're not at all times, but when crossing the finish line. And so that was not quite there. But sometimes the buggies just get away from you a little bit. So we'll see. Of course, in a exhibition heat, there's no scoring, so there's no disqualifications possible. But it is a safety issue that you don't want the driver and the buggy being